Cincinnati, Ohio, a great all-around athlete, Flying Brian.
And in the ring is opponent from Chicago, Illinois, Ringlord #1.
Well, we've seen Ringlord 1 and Ringlord 2 in a number of tag team matches, and they've been quite impressive. They're also rough, tough customers. They got a pretty good wrestling background, and they're well experienced and adept at professional wrestling, and Brian's going to have his work cut out for him, as ringmaster #1 has got good size, agility, and ability in the ring. He's going to test Flying Brian. Hey, Jim, sit back down here quickly, guy. I cannot.
Can you believe it, Bob?
I can't comprehend it. What kind of an offer can anybody come back with after an offer like that? I can't believe it.
Well, apparently Teddy Long is not interested in Ric Flair's, or the Horseman, we should say the specific of the Horseman's money. He wants something else, and he said he'd be back with us, and Flair is obviously ready to get back together. He wants to settle this situation tonight here on World Championship Wrestling. So before we go off the air, we'll see what Teddy Long's got on his mind and what counteroffer he wants to make to Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Well, I know Flair wants it. He wants that match bad. He wants an opportunity at those World Tag Team Championships. But, Jim, I don't know. Pretty soon we're even going to be out of the price range of the world champion in the Horseman. If it keeps escalating, the price keeps escalating like it is.
Flying Brian, the side headlock on Ringlord #1. Nice football tackle by the former Cincinnati Bengal, who goes to the far side. He's a real flyer. Good counter move. Taking Ringlord #1 over that hip lock. Flying Brian was at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium last Sunday night to watch the Falcons and the Bengals go at it. Great football game there. Big fan of Boomer Esiason, the quarterback of the Bengals. Great athlete, Bob. I'll tell you something. He's a great star in college, an All-American at Miami of Ohio. And whether you see this young man in single competition or in tag team efforts with his good friend and partner, the Z-Man, you always see the very best from Flying Brian.
Well, you're right, Jim, and as we said, an all-around athlete, and you just said he's a great athlete. He is that. He's got a tremendous amount of athletic ability, but he's got the speed, the quickness, and the agility that you need to go with it. There's a good example of it. Look how high he gets and the power behind those drop kicks.
He executes one of the finest drop kicks in the sport today. Ringlord #1 taking probably a strategic move by basically going out of bounds and stopping the momentum of Flying Brian here.
That's right. He was really on a roll, and Ringlord wants to break at it. And, Jim, after we have that turkey and that cornbread dressing on Thanksgiving, I can't think of a better thing to do than let's all get together at the Omni at 8 o'clock for a great night of wrestling.
Thanksgiving night. It's a tradition, Bob.
Absolutely.
Great tradition continues in Atlanta in the magnificent Omni Thanksgiving night. It's Toys for Tots night, by the way, and promoter Chip Burnham, I know, is expecting a record-setting crowd in the Omni. On Thanksgiving night, it starts for the whole family at 8 o'clock. Ringlord #1 with the elbow on Flying Brian, and that has temporarily grounded Pillman. Lateral press, and Pillman brings those shoulders up before the 3 count.
Jim, we've got a great hour tomorrow night at 6:05 right here on TBS, the NWA main event. You know what, Jim Cornette's going to put money up. $10,000 against the Southern Boys Award. That's when the Midnight Express will take on the Southern Boys tomorrow right here.
We'll have some comments from Jim Cornette in our second hour about that situation, as Flying Brian has Ringlord #1 in trouble, dropping that leg, that elbow rather, right in the thigh muscle. Great binding the leg there. Pillman again working on the leg. Boy, he's a popular competitor. I mean, the kids, especially the young ladies.
They really love him. He's a good-looking youngster as well as a great athlete, Jim. And I tell you, you look at Flying Brian now and compare him to the Flying Brian of several months ago, and there's just a tremendous difference. This youngster has just made tremendous leaps and bounds in professional wrestling. And, you know, Jim, it doesn't matter how great an athlete you are. You can be the finest professional football player in the world, but when you get in that wrestling ring, it's a different story entirely.
He certainly adapted very, very well. Nice move there by the Ringlord. He got the elbow again. That's the second time he's been able to get that elbow in with Pillman coming off the ropes. Now the reverse chinlock by the Ringlord.
Well, we had mentioned that the Ringlord, they were tough competitors, and it was going to be a test for Brian, and that's exactly the way it's turned out.
Pillman going downstairs with the elbow. Trying to free himself, and the Ringlord took him right off his feet. I think he may have pulled his hair. Reverse chin lock again. The safest place for the Ringlord to keep Flying Brian is on the canvas.
Get him down, keep him down there. You're going to, that way, get rid of some of that speed and quickness that he's got.
Unique version of the headbutt there by Flying Brian as he drove his head into the head of Ringlord number 1. Snap mares him over.
He didn't get that from Junkyard Dog. Dog don't do it that way.
Pillman with a flying elbow, and he's on top, and he got 2. Ringlord number 1, a tough competitor. It's interesting to hear about the International Tag Team Tournament from Gordon Soley. That'll be, of course, at Starrcade 90.
Jim, didn't I hear Gordon say, too, that one of the foreign teams that had already been selected that would be in that tournament was the Russian team, right?
The Russians will be there, Bob, as well as the team from Germany and Mexico. Japan, I'm going to leave one out. There's 8 teams, and the Steiners will be the representative from the United States.
Boy.
They'll be the sentimental favorite on Sunday night, December the 16th, exclusively on pay-per-view. Of course, that'll be live from the historic Kiel Auditorium in St. Louis. And for you fans in the St. Louis area, tickets go on sale in St. Louis for Starrcade on Tuesday morning, November the 13th. That's Tuesday morning, November 13th, for the fans in the St. Louis area.
Jim, that'd be a great Christmas present, too. Give the family tickets to that. What a great event that's going to be. And as you say, international stars, international tag team champions, all there.
I understand, too, Bob, that we're going to try to have a semifinal match from one of the nations. The flying elbow by Pillman at the Clash of Champions on Tuesday night, November 20th. Our next live broadcast here on TBS, and what a chop by Flying Brian, and another on Ringlord number 1, and now Pillman has clearly asserted himself and has taken over. Savant kick right to the side of the head, and now Flying Brian upstairs. Here comes Pillman. High cross body. What elevation by Pillman, and he's got another victory.
The winner of the match is Flying Brian.
Here's our Nintendo replay, ladies and gentlemen. Game Boy by Nintendo. Now you're playing with power, and that is a powerful drop kick.
Right on the button, too, from Flying Brian. And watch here, off of the ropes, that high flying crossbody for the 1-2-3.
Fans, we'll take a look at the Steiners Nasty Boy feud. Another altercation at Halloween Havoc. We'll have it for you when we come back on TBS.